Good morning, class. Please stand for the opening prayer. Please lead the prayer, Kyla. Do we have any absentees for today? It's nice to hear that all of you are present today. Before we proceed to our discussion, let us have first an agreement. First, I want you to keep all the things that are not needed in our discussion, sit properly, and do not talk with your seatmate. What will you do if you want to answer to my question? Yes, Ella? Very good. Just raise your right hand. How about if somebody is talking here in front? Yes, Nancy? Very good. If somebody is talking here in front, you have to listen attentively. How about if we have a group activities? Yes, Chandel? Very good. If you have group activities, you have to cooperate. Now, last meeting, we talked about one of the macro skills, which is the listening skill. Now, who can give me the definition of listening? Yes, Angel? Very good. How about an example or a situation where listening is applied? Yes, Noemi? Very good. It's so nice to hear that all of you understood and learned from my discussion. Now let us first have a short game. This game is called 4 Picks, 1 Word. Are you familiar with that game? Great. I have here a set of pictures and I will call several students to answer or guess the words. Are you ready, class? Great. Now in this first set of pictures, what does it show? Who have any idea or who can guess the word? Yes? Then see? Very good. It shows the act of listening. How about in the second set of pictures? What does it show? Anyone from the class? Yes, Cardi. Very good. It shows the word materials. Now we're going to have another game. This game is called the storytelling listening game. In this game, the first student seated in front will be the one to begin the beginning phrase of the story, then each of you will follow by turn. But you have to follow the story closely so that when it's your turn to add words or phrases in the story will make sense. Then the last student seated at the back will be the one to make an end to the story. Am I understood, class? Very good. Now let's begin. So the activity that we had has something to do with our topic this morning. Does any one of you here had an idea or has an idea of what would be our topic this morning? Yes? Angel? Exactly. Our topic for this morning is all about the materials and resources of teaching listening. So at the end of the lesson, I want you to be able to integrate the materials and resources in teaching listening. Now let us discuss the materials and resources of teaching listening. First, we have storytelling. Storytelling is sharing stories. Storytelling with the learners can help them develop or improve their listening skills. And they will become more attentive and learn how to focus on a certain topic. Some materials that we can use in storytelling are storybooks and audio recording stories. Next, we have dialogue and role-play scripts tailored to the learner's proficiency level. Dialogue is the conversation of two persons or a two-way communication. Since it's a two-way communication, while the first participants of the conversation is speaking, the other will listen. This is a very big help in developing their listening skills, as well as the role play in which the learners are exposed to real-life situations. Some material that we can associate with dialogue and role-play scripts is audio recording or video of real-life conversations. Next, we have video recording of speeches by proficient speakers for analysis and inspiration. By showing this to the learners will develop their comprehension comprehension, vocabulary, and get inspired on how the speech should be used on different social situations. Here we have multimedia resources, which includes educational videos and podcasts. Providing educational videos can help the students to develop their listening skills, as this provide the context of the topic, as well as the podcast, which is the audio, which makes the students focus on listening. Now let's proceed to the importance of using materials in teaching listening. First, it enhances listening skill. Second, it improves language learning. And third, it improves communicative confidence. So any question regarding the lesson? Since you didn't have a question, I then have a question for you. What are the materials or resources that we can use in teaching listening? Yes, Ella? Very good. The materials or resources that we can use in teaching listening are storybooks, podcasts, or educational videos. What are the importance of these materials in teaching listening? Yes, Betsy? Very good. The importance of using these materials or resources in teaching listening is to fully develop the listening skills of the students, their language comprehension, and to expose them in real-life situations. Now that you have a clearer understanding regarding our topic, let's have an activity. I will group you into two groups. This will be group 1 and this will be group 2. Each of the group will select a representative that will read the story in front. Then there will be questions follow. The question from group 1 will be answered by the group 2, and the question from the group 2 will be answered by the group 1. Is that understood, class? Great! Let's start with the group 1. Now, let's proceed to the other activity. In this activity, I want you to watch the video entitled, Who Will You Be? After watching the video, answer the questions that follows. In your assignment, I want you to listen to your favorite podcast. After listening, you write a reflection about it. And that's all for today. Goodbye, class.